Okay, it's exactly 10 a.m. in Canada. Good morning, everyone who joined us, and good evening from Thailand, and good afternoon wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Saturday Training. Today we have a very special guest, LD2, Brian Arindel. Before I start introducing our trainer, Brian Arindel, may I introduce myself? My name is Ja. I am lifestyle advisor from Thailand, a business partner of Opulence Global Nation, and it's my privilege to be the host tonight. It's my second time. So I'm very happy to be here and thank you Opulence Global for giving me a chance. And if you have any question, please type your comments in Q&A box. We will ask a question and answer at the end of this session. And before we start, let me introduce this special guest tonight who has been an evidence of success for Opulence Global, Brian Arindel. Introducing our speaker for today's call, Lifestyle Advisor 2, a true visionary and entrepreneur who embarked on his global journey in November 2009. With unwavering dedication, he reached a remarkable height, overseeing a thriving organization of 8,000 partners and over 5,000 partner loans in Nigeria. Known affectionately as Mr. Africa, Brian quickly rose to prominence within the Opulence global community. At the prime of his success, he earned recognition as one of the company's top trainers. In 2017, faced with unforeseen challenges as the Nigerian government imposed restrictions on foreign banking transactions, Brian organization took a hit. But today, he's back with renewed determination, poised to rebuild and share his invaluable insight on resilient entrepreneurship and the path to success. Join us as we welcome back this remarkable leader, ready to inspire and empower us. Welcome, Brian Arindel. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. Every time I hear that, I say, "Oh my gosh!" Yeah, but it's again because I look at myself as a fairly modest guy, and at the end of the day, I didn't do anything that anyone else on this call can't do, and that's really what we want to show you is that you can have the success that you want. It's just up to you to do the key things. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen. If you can let me know when you can see. Actually. It says, can you give me access to be able to share my screen?
Yes. Okay, you can share the screen now, and I'll close my screen. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And you're doing an amazing job, by the way. I love your energy, and again, it's so inspiring to see up and coming leaders like yourself, take that leadership position because that's what you need to do in order to really have the success that you're looking to have. So that's fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, it is really my honor and privilege to, be your trainer for today. One of the key things that we want everyone to really understand is the fact that we have a tremendous opportunity, and a retail profits is a component of our plan that allows people to earn income pretty much immediately right out of the gate. And that's something that I really love about our opportunity because in a lot of other opportunities, there's no real retail profit potential, which means your only chance of building the business is if you're able to build a team. So now, as people are spending time actually connecting with potential prospects, as we'll call them, and we'll go over that a little bit later in the presentation, you'll see that those prospects are really going to fit into two different baskets. And that's really where the chance for you to make sure that there's a benefit from every single conversation that you have, which is something that is not necessarily as readily available with a lot of opportunities. other opportunities. So we're going to talk a little bit about the business process. And first, number one, you want to meet new prospects. You want to book appointments and fill your calendar, because filling your calendar is really what keeps you focused and keeps you on track and keeps you moving forward towards the success that you are looking to have in the business. You want to be in a position to always be able to present the products. Again, we talk about a virtual products online. You want to have all of your tools available to your prospecting kits, all the things that you need to basically move through the sales funnel, as we call it in sales. Everyone goes into the funnel, and as they go through that process of communication and conversation and building of like and trust, identifying what their potential needs are, that outside the bottom of the funnel is going to come out either a customer on a retail side of it, or a business partner. So again, if we do it properly, every single person that we touch, if we've actually done all of that process correctly throughout that sales cycle, is going to come out hopefully with some sort of success at the end of the day. And you're going to close the sale. Closing the sale will mean either a business partner or a customer, and both of those end results is a success. You want to create your VIP accounts, because again, the VIP accounts show value for yourself, because now you have a way of tracking how your business is progressing on the sales side. And there's a benefit that you're going to find out a little bit later for your VIP, which again is going to lead to ongoing purchases from them, because there's something that's in it for them as well for their commitment. So one of the things that's a huge thing here in North America is loyalty programs. And our VIP program is an amazing loyalty program that will hopefully create that ongoing retail sales for you, for everyone who wants to be your customer. And again, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So you want to fill a VIP profile in your MO box the same way that you do for your leads for potential business partners. Likewise, you want that to consist of your retail sales customers as well. And again, you want to be tracking everything and have targets that you want to hit, every couple of days, every couple of weeks, every couple of months, just to make sure that you're on track to hit whatever your target is in the business. So some of the tools, I mean, again, you want to create your prospecting kit. You want to have available your Safe Home Revolution booklet, media accolades booklet, maybe some testimonials from your customers, or things that you've put aside to be able to show customers some of the value and the benefits that they're going to get from using these amazing products. You want to share the packs with your prospects. If they need more information, again, it's your opportunity to provide it, and it's going to be opportunities for ongoing discussion. You want to be prepared daily to start a culture of having at least 50 packs, one prospect a day, and you're ready to go every single month. So now, if you're doing that on an ongoing basis over time, month one, really you're just starting to fill the funnel. A month two, now you're starting to follow up on the people that you've spoken to in month one, and you're adding more people to the funnel. And as you continue to do this, by the time you've been doing this for 30 days, at the end of that first 30 days, you've got a very good active list of people that you're going to be, one, building like and trust. Two, you're going to be identifying what their potential need is, because our job is really to identify those needs and to help them solve whatever problem they're facing. And so as we become better at that like and trust component and really getting to know our customers in terms of what they're struggling with in their life, whether that struggle is health related that one of our products can satisfy, or it's financial related where now they may become a business partner. That's your chance to identify what those key challenges are for them. So one of the things that we do, and we need to work on, is realizing that these conversations are supposed to be customer focused and customer based, and you're looking out for your customer, not looking out for yourself. And I think sometimes that's one of the challenges that we face in business, is that we're not really focused on how we can benefit the customer. A lot of our focus is inward bound, and we're really thinking about ourselves. So we need to flip that switch in our mind to always think, when I'm talking to someone, whatever, whoever I'm talking about, how can I help this person? And what is it that they need? And how can our products actually service that need? And that's going to make the close component very, very simple, because we're not trying to convince them of anything necessarily. We're just showing them what we have to deal with their eczema, if eczema is their challenge, to deal with their high blood pressure, if that's their challenge, to deal with their dandruff, if that's their challenge. And so, I mean, those are just some ideas of things that people are struggling with, maybe to deal with issues of inflammation in their gums. But you need to build the like and trust for them to be willing to share those personal challenges with you. And so again, if we don't spend that time building the like and trust effectively, they're never really going to give you the true underlying challenge that they're really facing, because they're very, very personal. So next, we talk about sharing videos, texts, utilizing our social media, WhatsApp, WeChat, Facebook. And according to your prospect list and their needs and interests, ask questions. I know you mentioned to me that you have challenges in this area. What are you using currently to try and address it? So again, asking questions to get more information, so it'll properly direct you to what product you should actually be presenting to them. And that product has to be very, very specific to their existing need. And so the good thing is focusing on one product, getting them to try that one product, following up on them in terms of how that product is working. And then once they have a product that's working, now we will look to introduce all of the other products that we feel can complement the product that they first decided to purchase. And so one of the key things, again, is infinite follow-up. So the challenge is, a lot of times, is sometimes we go for the sale maybe a little bit too quickly, and I commend people on obviously their eagerness, to try and make a sale, because that's very, very important. So I don't want to devalue that, but at the same time, we have to sort of be wise in terms of, how is this conversation going, and is now the time for me to actually start talking about the product? Do I know enough about this customer, and have we built that connection well enough to now move to trying to sell them something? Because if you do it too prematurely, sometimes you lose out on the opportunity that would have come down the road, just by maybe delaying it by one more conversation. And so it's a skill that you're going to learn, but at the end of the day, listen, even if you do it too quickly, that's okay, because it is a learning process, and it's going to give you some understanding of what you're doing well and what you need to maybe improve on. And that's something I would talk to everyone about, is after every interaction, you need to sit back and say, what did I do particularly well in this situation? What do I need to learn a little bit more about? What do I need to, maybe do a little bit more research on my part, so that the next time I'm faced with this situation, I am better able and better equipped to deal with it. And so, again, we're all at different phases of our knowledge in the company, and we're all at different phases of our success level. And so I really want to, tell everyone that there's no way for you to really, really, not succeed other than giving things a try. So again, it's even better if you do it too early than not doing it at all. But if you do, the time for you to sit back and say, okay, you know what, that was not the best result. What did I do well during that situation? What did I do? What do I need to improve on, so you can make things better? Maybe you can do it yourself. Maybe you can share with your upline or your senior business partner, this is what happened, and they can help guide you. But at the end of the day, the key is we're not looking at the result as much as we're looking at the activity. And those activities done over and over and over again is what's going to lead to your improvement in terms of your delivery. So retail profit. And this is something that we know can create tremendous revenue for you, and revenue that can happen very, very quickly. And this is based on your own personal activity. You can earn up to 59% retail profit on all personal VIP shopper purchases in person or online. With, again, your maximum discount being up to 37% on your entire shop. So now, if you can imagine earning $20 per sale profit on each item sold, you can see how quickly you can develop a very strong and very lucrative small business just on your personal retail sales. So now, let's say over the course of a year, over the course of 2 years, you're slowly building your customer base of clients who are using our consumable products. They love them. They can only get our Sterling Handy Body Lotion to deal with their eczema from us. They can only get their FOL to deal with all of their health issues from us. They can only get their flawless anti-aging skincare from us. So now when they see the value that they're and the results that they're getting from each of their product, every time they need to come back and purchase it from you. So now why we should definitely all be focusing on building a great residual client base where they're now coming back to us, which is going to create exactly what we're looking for, which is a residual income stream. And so now, as you're building that 100 customers over the course of however long it takes you to get those 100 customers at $20 profit per item sold, that's $2,000. The great thing about that is they can actually order all those products online through your online mall and again, every time they do it, the company takes care of getting the product to them, and you're just getting that profit in your e-wallet. So if everyone sort of created a goal for themselves, okay, great. I want to see if my target is I want to sell maybe again initially 5 products, let's say a month or a week or whatever you set that as your target. I would probably say try to go for a week, because if we're actually speaking to enough customers, that's going to be something that's definitely doable. So here's an example. We have our Sterling hand and body lotion, again, microsilver, retail price $76.50. Your LA, basically your wholesale price with the 30% discount is $53.55. So right away, someone actually goes to your online mall or the app, and they make a purchase, and you've basically concluded the sale. Your retail profit is $22.95 for selling one of these these body lotions. So now you've got 5, 10 of these customers doing this every single month. That creates, anywhere from, $100 to $200 in retail profit that's going right in your pocket. Now, if you're on the Smart Buy and you get your additional 10% discount, you can see why the benefit is of being on Smart Buy, because that just, again, increases the profitability of every single sale that you make. Now, again, your retail profit is going to be $22.95 minus a 5%. The 5% is what helps to actually pay for the VIP program, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit later, because the VIP program, again, is something that if used properly, it's going to create a stream of ongoing customers that are going to come back to you month after month, because not only are they getting the benefits of what the product is doing for them, they're also getting the added benefit of being able to now get a lot of amazing products for free. So now you can also sort of create, different types of sales targets or sales goals and pushes for yourself. And this is what this Sell 24 in 24 hours is. Again, it's just a way to motivate yourself, a way to maybe create different things that are gonna push you to hit a specific target. But imagine if you really went on a blitz to say, listen, I want to sell 24 of these in 24 hours. It's not going to be something that you may be able to do on your first day. But as I said, if you're building that sales funnel where now you have 100 customers in that funnel, now you can actually set these targets for yourself whereby you now say, okay, you know what? I'm going to put on a blitz for selling the hand and body lotion, and maybe you create different programs as incentives for people to look at it and purchase it. Maybe they purchase one, and maybe you throw something in, as a giveaway for free. Just some different ideas, just to again create that draw and attraction to that one product. So the next thing we talk about is creating sales bundles. So again, don't promote one specific product, you want to promote them all. But again, when you're looking at doing this, you want to focus initially on the product that I believe is going to benefit the customer based on their own personal need. And so one of the things I really realize is that now that we have all of these amazing health products and personal care products, one of the things that we're not promoting as heavily is our fashion. And our fashion is something that I actually built my business on, and it's something that is a very viable stream of a stream and opportunity for you to create amazing sales and to differentiate yourself in a lot of cases from a lot of other companies. So you want to offer group sales, you want to bundle your customer favorites. Again, that comes from understanding your customer and looking at their buying in terms of history. You want to give special deals. And, some of our partners are great at that. You buy, get a family pack and I'll do A, B, C, or D for you. So again, you buy, and we've even got some of those bundles that we have prepared by the company. So again, that's sort of just getting that sale happening and creating other opportunities to leverage maybe one product into two different products you think that might complement each other. But that again comes from the understanding of what products you have available to yourself. So again, we talked a little bit about adding free items, again, selling different packages, maybe for a better price. Remember, as a business partner, you do have flexibility in terms of, selling for prices that may differ from what the retail price is. And so, think about the fact that any sale that's profitable is better than no sale at all. So now if you need to maybe do something unique and special for a customer, and now maybe you've got, 5 or 6, bottles of FOL, and you have someone in front of you, and you've got the bottles in your car, then you remember what your wholesale price was. And now remember, okay, fine, my wholesale price was whatever the price is. I actually can sell it, can let it go for down to whatever price, and again, maybe do that for a special for their first time for them to try it. So it's up to you because it is your business, but you need to be creative in how to make those sales happen so that you can actually again increase your VIP customer base, which is critical. This is kind of an interesting concept, creating payment plans. So, maybe, I've never really thought about this. I've only really thought about it more so from, getting people on the Smart Buy. But I mean, if you have someone that is a very, very close person to you that you really, really trust, maybe you create, a program for them where they can split up the payments. Again, this is something you probably need to be very careful of because you don't want people to run away with your product and not pay you. So it would have to be someone who's fairly close to you. But, maybe you create a program whereby you say, hey, listen, why don't we break it down into smaller payments? Or on the reverse, maybe this is one of the ways that you can incent them to go on the Smart Buy program because they know they need the product. Not only are they're gonna get the value for their money, but in the long run, as they're putting that money into the Smart Buy, they're also going to get the additional discounts, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. So you really want to, again, get people to create their accounts, even if, let's say, the first sale you do as, a cash sale because you have the product in hand. Ideally, you would love for them to transition to setting up their own VIP account because then they get the additional benefits of the Smart Buy program. And then you have a chance to explain to them why that's in their best interest. And it's something that we think is a win-win situation, a win for us as a business owner and a win for the customer. So here's the VIP Shoppers program. And we want everyone to really focus on this and create a very unique experience for their customer. And that's why we call it the 24/7 Royalty Concierge Service. And so when you think about concierge service, what do you think about? I mean, at the end of the day, you think about someone who is there to provide and satisfy your needs. So I'm in a hotel and I call down to the concierge and I want to get a car or I want them to do something unique for me. So now, but this is for us to now identify what are the things that we can do to make the customer's experience special. So again, the customers are going to be offered opportunities to get free Opulence points that they can use to get free product, which again is an amazing benefit. So again, so the welcome bonus, they get free Opulence points on their first order within 7 days of creating their account. So now they spend $100, they get free 2,000 Opulence points. How amazing is that? So, they're getting almost 20% of their original spend because $2,000 is equivalent to, I think, $20 in actual dollar value. So 20% back that they can use to purchase, again, products from our fashion line. They spend 250, now they're getting even more of a benefit. Spend 500 and now they're getting 15,000 Opulence points, which is the equivalent of about $150 in actual dollar value. So now at the end of the day, these are things that you can use maybe to upsell the customer. Oh, you know what? That's great. I'm really excited that you want to try our product. Let's say it's our body wash, shampoos and body washes. You know what? You've actually had $100. Do you know? And you're getting basically 2,000 points of Opulence points. Is there anything else you need? Because if we can actually you can get a 6,000 points, which is the equivalent of a $60 back rebate on your next purchase. If there's anything else you need, and we can actually do that in your first purchase. So not only is it beneficial to you, but it's also beneficial for them because if they're going to order the product anyways later, it would be better for them to do it now and take advantage of sort of that initial welcome bonus on their first purchase. And then, of course, after 3 months of being on Smart Buy, we talked about that already. They also are going to get a 10% discount on anything that they purchase. And now their Smart Buy is $75 per month. So now, if you have customers who love the product and they're going to be buying it anyways, they may as well go on Smart Buy just to benefit from the 10% discount. If you have customers who are buying FOL every single month, they're buying their Sterling every single month, they're buying their shampoos and conditioners every month, they may as well be on the Smart Buy because of that additional incentive for themselves in terms of the discount. And they can also receive 10% shopping credit rebates on their referrals, which is another aspect of this, which is just unimaginable and amazing. So now they too can benefit from, again, referring customers to us. But in order for them to do that, they need to have their own VIP account. And then we need to encourage the people that they refer to have their own VIP account and to make sure that everyone who was involved in that actual connection of the prospect gets what their benefit is. So the VIP reward, it creates opportunities and incentives for your customers to shop more. And when they shop more, what does that do for you? You earn more. right? They earn more rewards and you earn more rewards, which again is a win-win situation. So again, you've got the new VIP welcome bonus in the first 7 days, where they can actually get these free opulence points on their first order within the first 7 days of creating the account. So now, and the thing is that when you are approaching them, you're doing it what's because it's in their interest. So again, you want them to not believe, oh, you just want to sell me because you just want to make money. Yes, that is true, but at the same time, there's also a benefit for them because if they're going to buy the products anyways, if they can do it within the first 7 days of setting up the account instead of the first 10 days, they're going to get this free benefit that is going to come back to them as a reward and a thank you for their loyalty to our product and to you as a business owner. So again, they're gonna one sign up, create their account, and start shopping within hopefully the first 7 days, so they can maximize their benefit from the Opulence points. They can shop and they can actually start to earn because they have an opportunity to be able to promote and to refer people. And so that's the next thing that we need to be very, very good at. So now you have someone who's challenged with a specific physical or a difficulty. Inherently, they know people who probably have the same, are dealing with the same issue. So now, once they've experienced, the product and the product has done wonders for them, what's the next thing? You know what? Ronan, I'm really happy to see how well the product has helped you. Do you know anyone else who has have similar challenges that you think that they would love to hear about this product? And if you don't ask, you really don't get, right? So we have to really be able to do that. And similarly on the business side, do you know anyone else who could benefit from earning an extra $500 a week? Like those are questions that we need to be asking, during every conversation, almost before once we've actually consummated some sort of a transaction and you've proved to yourself the value of the product, the value of the business, the value of the opportunity, then that really is your chance and you've earned the right to ask if they have anyone else they think can benefit. But that's one thing that I know there are people in the business who do it very well, but it's definitely an area where other business partners can improve on. And then again, they can treat themselves. They can redeem their opulence points for a curated selection of products where the money that they've been spending gives them additional benefit because now they can pick up, a watch that they like. Maybe they can pick up a nice set of earrings or what have you. And I know those your curated selection is going to be expanded over time, but at the end of the day, it's free, right? So their money is going much further because they're getting the product. On top of that, they're getting the free additional opulence points, which again gives them free product. So for the same money that they spent anyways, they're getting mutual benefits on many different sides. So then again, we talked a little bit about the smart buy, the 10% free product, 10% free products that again they can use as to help them get more product and have their money go much further to stretch their money so they're getting more benefit for their dollar. And the retail profits are paid on the actual price paid for the merchandise, right? So again, if there is sort of discounts and things in place where maybe you've done some things because we have a lot of flexibility in terms of what we can do, even sort of maybe so again, use your creativity to drive that process and to create the opportunities to make those sales because maybe I have to give a little bit to make this initial sale, but what can I get down the road in terms of referrals? Whereby maybe that initial sale was, what we might have called a lost leader, right? Just to start building the credibility of the product. Now, I wouldn't say give it away for free, although I have heard different partners doing that in select situations where they know that someone is really challenged and they want to do something from their heart. But again, that's something for you to use your discretion on, because again, you want to make sure that people definitely value the product and see that there is value. And sometimes if something that they get for free, they don't really appreciate, but something they pay for, it's a little bit of a different scenario in terms of how they perceive things. And if they perceive it as something that you can easily give away, then they say, was it really worth what you were asking for? So again, percentage of your profit will be deducted to contribute towards the VIP rewards program. So now if you sell something and you see a little bit of a difference between what you sold it for and what your actual members price was, remember 5% of that is going towards the rebate program to pay for the Opulence points that we're giving away for those purchases. So you're giving up a little bit to hopefully gain a lot if you're using this actual program properly. So let's look at the follow-up and the VIP rebates. So now the more the customer shops, the more Opulence points they receive. They're going to earn 10% in shopping credits from all their referral processes. So now this is how you can show them what's in it for them for referring their prospects, and referring their potential, friends and family, or, business partner, not business partners, friends or family or their colleagues, who are challenged with different things that they believe our products can provide them that benefit. So based on their yearly shopping per anniversary year, they can add up their own incentives and get free jewelry items, free tools, free Opulence points. And so $150 of retail profit and 5 new VIPs, again, will create benefit of shopping credit rebates that are going back to this potential VIP who referred you 5 new VIPs and they spent $500. They're getting benefit for those referrals. So now this creates a situation whereby you can always have new prospects. This one prospect can lead you to 5, 10, 15, 20 new prospects, which are going to continue to now be added to your sales funnel. You're still going to be utilizing building the like and trust, but now this person has given you so much credibility that when you come to them, these new customers, you're actually at an advantage because they trust this person already, who was the person who referred them. So, someone refers me, I say, hopefully they let the prospects know that you're going to be calling. But if they don't, you call, say, Susie, my name is Brian Arundel. You don't know me, but we have a mutual acquaintance. That acquaintance is Sherry Zhao. Sherry actually suggested I give you a quick call. Sherry had some challenges with A, B, C, and D, and I asked her. She's had tremendous benefit from using our product. I asked her if she knew anyone who she believed could benefit from hearing about it, and she told me to give you a call. I hope you don't mind me calling you. So right away, you sort of let them know why they're calling. They know, the person who referred them, they trust them. They know they wouldn't be giving out their information without knowing that I'm someone that can be trusted. And now you have an opportunity now to present your product to this new prospect and hopefully show them the benefit and what it can do for them. And now you've really started the process of building an amazing retail sales business that we know is going to be quite lucrative. The next thing that a lot of people don't realize is that once they get familiarity with the product, this person is now referring you to so many people and they're getting the $50 rebate, which is great. But why don't they open up their own? Should they continue to send you free customers for you to get the retail sales? Why don't they open up their own shop? Because now they've proven to themselves that they can build an amazing retail sales business by the referrals that they've been sending to you. Why not do it themselves? So now it's a great chance for you to now, you've already shown this person the fact that this is a business that will work. So now they say, hey, you know what, Brian, I've been giving you all of these potential referrals, and I've been making amazing, smart, our rebates in terms of the shopping rebates, but I've been missing out on all the real retail profit. What do I need to do to be able to open up my own shop? And now you can turn these five from, or this person from actually a VIP to now being basically a brand partner or being an LA or an LAP, because you've shown them that the product and the business will work for them, you've proven it already. So we talk about the forensic system. And the forensic networker system is something that needs to be utilized or should be utilized, again, to track all of your prospects. And if you use the system properly, you can identify who your prospects are for products and who your prospects are for the business. And again, that's going to come from the understanding or the learnings that you're going to get from each potential conversation, who's business focused and who's more products. And we need to spend time on both, because without product sales, we don't have a business, right? So we really want to make sure that products are being sold. And we sell products two ways. We sell it retail and we sell products wholesale. So the retail component is with the customers that we deal with directly and customers who are buying from us personally, and they're not business partners. The wholesale component are the products that are purchased in our network through our business partners. And the wholesale is what we get paid on in the binary, right? So we need to have a healthy balance of both. And again, the retail component is an additional revenue stream that again can be quite lucrative. When you have people in the business selling 200, 300, 400 bottles of FOL every single month, you better believe that they're making pretty good, consistent income on the retail side of it, which is added to what they're making in the wholesale piece through the binary. So when you create your VIP profile, again, it's designed to help you connect with your VIP shoppers. Again, we talk about this again, build relationships, build relationships, build relationships. I mean, my background has been in sales for a number of years. And one of the challenges, and I'm going to be very upfront with everyone here, one of my colleagues back in the day when I was in doing a lot of business to business sales, they used to say to me, Brian, you're too much business. And I really appreciate that more today than I did back then, because I didn't understand what he meant when he said, Brian, you're too much business. Because he said it, I don't know if he didn't know how to communicate that or how to, break it down for me so I would understand. But today I realize that he was telling me I don't spend enough time building like and trust. That's the vernacular that we would use in our industry. And if you don't spend that time building like and trust, you make it challenging, even more difficult for the customers to buy from you, because they will buy from you because they like you and because they trust you, right? So if there's anything standing in the way of that like and trust, that actual sales is going to be either not going to happen, or the opportunity to make that sale is going to be extended. And ultimately, extension is better than not happening at all. But if we actually get better at building the like and trust, it makes our job so much easier. We can use the VIP profile to keep track of their information, both in terms of contact and in terms of the products that they have purchased and the products that they like. So now new products come out, we know, hey, we can approach them about those new products. I know that you like this product and this product has done wonders for you in A, B, C, and D. Here's another product that we believe can complement that and can actually give you additional benefit. And so by keeping track, and that would be part of the concierge service, is really sort of being in tune with what we have that's going to benefit your customer. And so if we keep that in mind, they would never be upset about hearing from you because they know that they're hearing from you because you're looking out for their best interests. So again, you also want to ask for product experience feedback. And why is that? Get referrals. Yeah, get referrals. Any other ideas? Testimonials. Exactly. Bang, bang, bang. So that's something that we when I was back in sales that we used to use all the time. We have a customer who's very happy with our service. We ask them to sort of write a letter of testimonial to say, how the product actually helped them. So now, when we have another customer who is saying things that we know are not necessarily accurate, we can pull out the letters of testimony that you got from a particular customer. So let me show you what this customer who had a very similar issue to yours said about using our product. What does that do for you? Anyone want to share? And what does that do for you? Encouragement? Yeah, okay. What else? Include, sorry. And yes, that's what I was looking for. Thank you, Juliet. It builds credibility. So now a lot of times you're telling people things and they're saying to you, I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if the product really do that. But now you've built your list of customers who have given you sort of their product experience feedback. You can now use that to validate exactly what you're telling that customer. So you told them that you had customers who had challenges with high blood pressure. You have another customer who, in their product experience, told you that this product helped them with their blood pressure. Now you can actually show them that feedback or give them, again, that feedback. And, a lot of times, customers are not worried about you sharing it. So maybe you ask the customer, is it okay if I have another customer who has a similar challenge that I share this with them? And I mean, as long as you're not giving away their name and contact information, in most cases, they're going to say no problem. And so now you share it with them, and now you've built created that credibility to show that you're not just saying something because you're trying to make the sale. You're saying it because it's a fact that customers had benefit from the product. So again, and that's a good point as well, right? So yeah, and that's again something that's very important because we know that the product will give. And thank you very much for sharing that, Verlin. Again, we know that the product will, people's bodies will react to the product differently, and we have to make sure that customers understand that depending on their own personal situation, one customer may get amazing results with 5 drops, whereas someone else may need much more FOL, let's say as an example, or they need to use it much longer to get similar results because every person's body is different in terms of its potential current state. So again, thank you very much for sharing that. That's a good one. That's definitely good. So again, we talked about the royalty concierge service. And really, the better you are at creating a good customer experience, the more customers are going to come back to you. And I'm preaching to myself here as well, because I know this is something that we can all get better at follow up, get better at, stay in touch with our customers, making sure that, our customers are using the product properly. Again, staying in tune and in connection with them, whether it's, you do it once a week, once every other week, or once a month, your customers need to be hearing from you because that's the service that we want to provide. I mean, they bought the product from you 30 days, 45 days ago. Now, if they've been using it consistently, they should be running out, which is again, but you don't want to be calling them just when they're running out because then it looks like you're just looking to make the sale. So you need to be in touch with them periodically throughout that process. You know what? I agree. You've been using the product for 2 weeks now. Just want to know how it's working out for you. How much are you taking? What have you seen as the results? And hopefully, you're getting consistently positive feedback throughout, that time when they're actually using the product. So now when you call when they're running out, it doesn't look like you're just calling because you want to make another sale. You've been in touch with them throughout the whole process, staying close to them so that, when you call them when they're close to running out, it's just one of those calls that you make every other week or whatever time frame that you've set in place to be in touch with them. This is going to help you to grow your income with retail sales. Again, they're buying because of you. Not only you need to invest your time in them, and sometimes you invest a little bit of money in them by maybe giving them something as a personal reward for, again, their loyalty to you. That's going to keep them loyal. They're also a source of referrals. So if you do it right, you'll always have retail customers to contact. You'll always be in a position to hit your monthly targets. And it was again setting a target of, let's say, adding 10 new VIP shoppers to your portfolio every single month. If you did that every single month or every single week, whatever your target is, again depending on your connection to the business, but let's say you did it every single month, 10 new VIP customers. We already talked about, averaging $20 worth of profit per customer, 10 per month. There's 12 months in the year. By the end of the year, you have 120 customers ordering from you, hopefully on a monthly basis if you do this correctly. Do the math, 120 times 20. That's not bad in terms of an additional income on top of what you're doing from the wholesale side of it in your network. And again, and that just is going to snowball because now you're adding more VIPs, more prospects, more referrals. And we know that a lot of those retail customers are going to transition to be business partners because now they really believe in the product. They've already been promoting it themselves. Why should they not try to make more money from it? Because they know that you've proven that this is a product that will work and there is a need for the product in the marketplace. So now, before you start, again, when you're talking to a prospect, you've done your introduction, they've spent their time listening to you, and now you say, hey, thank you for your prospects, thank you for taking the time to look at our products. Again, you always want to say thank you for whatever they've provided for you. When you're talking to them, you want to keep that presentation, as we say, or that show, 15 to 20 minutes and start the order taking. Again, we're here to do business, but we have to remember that every interaction, whether or not you've talked to them once, you've talked to them 100 times, there's got to be a component of like and trust, and a component is, Tammy, we haven't spoken in a couple of weeks. I hope things are going well. How's your family? I know you've got two young kids. How are they doing? How's school going? Blah, 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 blah. And, again, you want to sort of re-establish and sort of solidify that relationship and show them that you were listening to them. And again, you have a lot of tools to help you. And that's why you want to take notes about every single conversation you have with your prospects. But you want to make sure that you are disciplined to make sure that that doesn't take over the reason for your call, which again is going to be business focused, but you can't be too much business. You have to spend a little bit of time on that relationship on every single conversation. But again, the longer you talk, the less chance of making a sale. It's a very, 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 very delicate balance, but the more you do it, the better you're going to be at understanding when is the right time to actually move into the business component. So let them talk, allow them time to ask questions, allow them to a time to speak, because again that's part of the like and trust component in terms of building it. They will like you if they know that you care about them. Once they know they care about you and they understand how you're going to benefit them, that's where the trust component is going to build. So again, we talk about our 2-minute story, and there's definitely value in sharing that. And so again, this is something that I would probably relate to more to the business side of it. Why you wanted to be part of the safe home and home revolution. Actually, that could be part of the retail component too. You realize that there's a lot of very negative ingredients that are being touted and sold in the marketplace that are damaging to people's health, and you wanted to do your part to correct it. And that part is educating the public about some of the things that are out there that are not good for them. And this is one of the things that we've looked to correct with our product. How you got introduced to the product, again, not the business. We're talking about the sales component and what you found in terms of your own personal testimonial, or again, some of the testimonials from your customers. And then you always want to be offering VIP builder samples. And this is one of the other tools that's available to you. Again, so as you go in your back office and you get the samples, and these are giveaways, potentially. I know that I've heard of some of the partners who are maybe selling them as sort of at sample sizes. So that again is up to you in terms of your marketing strategy, or how you want to utilize those tools. But they're available to you, so take advantage and use them. So, in closing, again, so this is basically you've got your VIP builders, and your VIP builder is again one of the smaller samples of the microsilver toothpaste, and our sort of mini bottle, our micro bottle of a fountain of life is an investment in your business, and will build up your retail clients. So don't be afraid to spend a little money. I mean, there's a saying that money will make you money, and sometimes you need to invest a little bit to again create that initial flow of customers. And maybe that's something you might want to do while you're sort of creating your referral base of customers. You've got your e-cards that again and are sort of a great way for you to get your name out in the marketplace. And you can give those to your VIP shoppers. One, they can keep them for themselves, and two, they can share them with their potential friends and family. Before you end, get at least one referral. So once you've proven and the customer has seen the benefit of the product, it's a great chance now, because you've earned the right to ask for referrals. If you haven't done anything to benefit them, you're asking them for a referral, that would be a question mark for me. But once they've used the product and they've just told you how great the product was and how it's benefited them personally, you've earned the right now to ask, do you know anyone else who you think would benefit from using this product? I would love to be able to share it with them. And in most cases, they want to help others. They'll let you know who those people are. Again, you're going to get them to enter the VIP shopper program and put them in your forensic MO box so you don't forget about them. And for future follow-up, ask them if they want to be invited to future, virtual lunches if you're doing things online. You want to be creative, add themes, and this is something that I need to get better at. And maybe a theme is, for a specific area of focus. Maybe you want to focus on people who have high blood pressure. You want to focus on, or maybe you're having something that's focused on the fashion, because now it's Valentine's Day, it's Mother's Day, it's whatever. And so we really have a great complement of products where now you have a product offering for every potential customer, where there's value there for them, as much for them as it is for you. And always follow up a week before the product is due to finish. And so if you have them in your MO box and you're maybe doing a follow-up every couple of weeks, this should really never be a problem. But at the same time, maybe you want to make a note of the date when you think they're going to be finishing. So if you happen to make a call 2 weeks before it finishes, you want to say, hey, based on my information here, I'm guessing that you're probably going to be running low on your body wash and shampoo. Would you like me to order a bottle for you, or let's get an order going for you so that you get it before your existing bottles run out? based on the fact that you said you're using about 10 drops of FOL per day, I'm guessing that you should be running a little bit low on your bottle right now. Um, can we put in your order for your replacement bottle today? And so again, if you're providing that proper follow up, then that's going to happen naturally. So here's basically an idea of, something that you can utilize as, again, a script. And we have so many different scripts. I would just say that to you want, again, that are available to you in many of our tools. So now you want to basically figure out what script is best for you and make it your own. And so get to a point when you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, it becomes part of you, and it sounds so natural that it doesn't sound like a script. And so, and you want to have many scripts that are going to be fashioned based on what product that you're actually speaking about and the customer that you're talking to in terms of, what you feel is going to be ultimately beneficial for them. So again, I want to say thank you to everyone who's on this call. I think that it just shows your commitment to your own personal growth. And one of the things that we talk about is about personal growth, because everyone on the call is at different levels of not only personal belief. We talk about having belief in the business, having a belief in our industry, and having belief in ourselves. And sometimes the biggest thing that we need to contribute to is our own personal belief in ourselves, because you need to be in a position of confidence when you're talking to a prospect. And that's only going to happen over time. Yeah, and that's when some people look at the say, why is this person so successful? And that's why I always say, don't compare yourself to anyone, because everyone is different. Everyone's pace of success is going to be different. And they're at a different place in their life and different place in their experiences that maybe was the factor that made them have the success as quickly as they did. Just know that if you commit your time, not only to learning your talent, to building your confidence, to building your knowledge in the industry, in our products, in our vision, then your success is going to come. But you need to dedicate the time to learning, education, and to empowering yourself with knowledge. So, that's all I wanted to share. I don't know if anyone has any particular questions. If so, then I would love to open up the call to those questions. And I hope the information is something that people can walk away with and use to, again, enhance and to advance and to grow their business.
Wow, Brian, what an amazing training you have given us today. And yes, we do have a few questions from our participants tonight and this morning. One first question is from Bella Ballas. This is an amazing presentation. Is this information on the VIP in the back office? How do we get the slide presentation?
This slide presentation is probably fairly new, because so I mean, our CEO always says we're not getting better, we're getting worse. And so, you'll find that a lot of the information is being adjusted and changed and modified to some degree. So this particular slide presentation, I don't think it's back there yet, but it's probably going to be back there very soon, because I actually got it just a little while ago. So it'll be up soon.
Yes. Okay. So, Bella, it will be up soon. Stay tuned to the back office. We can keep updating ourselves over
Mhm.
there. And another question coming from Itama. Um, have you, how can you give special deal from Safe Home Revolution? Can you give an example, please?
So let's say, for example, someone is buying a product and they're now saying, okay, fine, I like it. And you say, listen, I want to do something unique for you. If you get maybe the his and her, he's got, let's say it's a husband and wife. or whatever, or they're buying a product and you say you want them, maybe you want them to try something extra, or you want them to spend a little bit more, um, then you throw something in for free. Like at the end of the day, there is room in there for you to do something very unique for your customers, right? So, if they're looking at the safe home revolution, maybe you want to give them a set of earrings. I don't know. Like it's really up to you. There's so much things that you can do and so many things that we have available. Maybe you give them a sample bottle of the FOL. Maybe you give them a sample bottle of toothpaste. Maybe you want to introduce them to another line, so you give them a toothpaste. So, again, it's up to you to be creative because you want to explore, you want to expose your clients to all of your products. So if they're using a specific line or a specific product or something they haven't tried yet, maybe it's your chance to introduce them to it and get them to try it. And now you get them to order something different, right?
Right. Itama, is that a good example that you can use to try offering to your customer? Give more comments in the chat box. And we have another question coming from Stanley, and I believe this will be the last question for tonight before we end. Can someone be allowed to register as VIP shopper if he or she is not yet ready to buy products?
Yes, they can. I mean, they can register a VIP product at any point in time. The one downside to that is when they register, if they do end up purchases after the first 7 days, they miss out on that welcome bonus. So if again, if I realize that that bonus is on the table and they're going to miss out on it, I am going to think, okay, well, what's the best thing for me to do? Like, it's a very, very challenging because you want them to be your VIP, right? But if they're going to lose out on that additional bonus of product, I don't know, that it's going to be a judgment call as in terms of how you can do that. The other thing that you can use for special deals is maybe you create your own program for using Opulence currency or whatever, and you can use that as a way for to give them maybe an additional discount, right? So you say, hey, I'm going to make X number of dollars. I'll again to give them an extra $10. I'll give them $10 of Opulence currency. I reduce my profit a little bit, but they've got the currency there, which means there's a reason for them to come back and buy from you again. There's so many different ways for us to, and we have so many different tools available to us to use to our disposal. But remember, sometimes you may have to give a little to get a lot, and we can't always be worried about giving. The more we give, the more we're going to receive.
Wow, I love that word. The more we give, the more we receive. That's so true, Brian. Yes. And oh, Bella also asked if you have YouTube channel, Brian.
I do. I do.
Yes.
Being in the business as long as I have been, my YouTube channel is I need to work on it, to be honest with you. But I used to use YouTube a lot, and I really do need to go get back to it. The funny thing is that everyone talks about expanding your business, and my business internationally expanded through Facebook. So I really am a firm believer in utilizing those tools. And back then, because we were only doing fashion, it was pretty simple, right? You just threw up a ring, and that was the end of it. And people would contact you because they loved the ring. That's how I expanded into Africa. I posted a ring on Facebook. I was in Japan, or sorry, not Japan. I was in Hong Kong at the time. Posted a ring on Facebook. The next day, this lady contacts me and says, "I live in Brazil. I love your ring. Um, would it be possible for me to take this business to Brazil?" I said, "Sure." She introduced
Wow.
me to a gentleman in Ghana, and that was the first introduction of anyone in my team from Africa. In Ghana, went to Uganda, to Kenya, to South Africa, to Nigeria, and that was all happened from one post of one ring on Facebook. So if we use those tools effectively, you don't know where it's going to lead, but wherever it leads, you better be ready to deal with what you need to deal with, because that's when you really need to be in a position to be able to be ready for what comes next. because when it comes, you have to be ready to address it. So yeah, I do have a Facebook, a YouTube channel. Everything that I have is under Brian Arundel. So if you just search Brian Arundel, then you should be able to find it. So that's that's it for me.
I will also definitely follow you on YouTube channel as well.
But please, I have to work on it still. I need to update it, but there's a lot of information on YouTube, yes, and more to
Okay.
come.
Yes. I have seen that you actually grow your business from selling these fashion line products, and this has been a very good example, especially when it's linked to the retail sales training you have given us today with all the tools and system of how we could apply all those. So yes, this is really amazing training tonight, Brian. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And before we end this call tonight, I have a few announcements to make, if you may allow me. Okay, let me go to.
There's actually one more thing that Bella
Okay.
asked about the opulence points. So they said, can a VIP use their opulence points on everything or only the opulence points currency? I'm not sure I understand that.
Bella
Oh,
actually
okay.
said it was just answered. I think she found the answer during the training
Oh, okay.
when
Okay.
you show in the PowerPoint slide. Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so I'll leave it to you. So thanks everyone for listening and for being on the line. And again, just go make it happen at the end of the day. My one of my, I guess, mentors used to tell me, and today I do believe it. Yeah, go and make. They used to always say, go make a mess, and what they mean is, you if you go out and you make it happen, it's gonna happen. And even if you don't understand everything, don't worry. Like, and so when they say go make a mess, it just means go out and share, go out and give, go out and offer, and create so much of a draw. It's a little bit of a mess because you don't understand how to deal with it, but it's better to have the mess and deal with it than to have no business and no product flow and no thing, nothing happening at all. So go get it done. And at the end of the day, we can deal with all the other things that come along with it, which to me is all positive in most cases. But again, thanks everyone for listening.
That's right. Starting somewhere, even in a mess when you go around, but at least you get yourself started, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
progress. Well,
Exactly.
that's really
Thank you.
amazing sharing. Thank you so much, Brian, for being with us and sharing with us this special training tonight. And it has always been very, very privileged for all of us to learn something new every time we join this kind of training. And everyone, thank you for joining us this morning in Canada and tonight in Asia zone and in the afternoon wherever you are. So I hope you all have a great time and see you again very soon. To the billion.